Most foreign guys go to Japan and completely misread the situation. They think attraction works the same way it does everywhere else. Be louder, be more direct, try harder. But in Japan, that approach does the opposite. It doesn't make you stand out. It makes you uncomfortable to be around. And the problem is, most guys don't even realize they're doing it. If you actually want to stand out in Japan, you need to understand one core idea. Subtlety wins. Not loud confidence, not aggressive energy, subtle confidence, and that changes everything. Let's start with this. In a lot of Western cultures, confidence is expressed outwardly. You speak up quickly, you take up space, you show your personality fast, and that works. But in Japan, confidence is much more controlled. It's quieter, more composed, less about showing and more about being. And because of that, the guy who stands out isn't the loudest one. It's the guy who feels the most grounded, the one who isn't forcing anything, the one who's comfortable in silence. That kind of presence is rare, and it gets noticed. Now let's talk about respect, because this is one of the biggest differences. In Japan, respect isn't optional. It's expected, and it shows up in small ways. How you speak, how you listen, how you react. Most guys think being impressive is about what you say, but in Japan, it's more about how you behave. Do you interrupt? Do you talk over people? Do you push conversations too fast? Those things might seem normal in other places, but here, they stand out in a bad way. Instead, what works is restraint. Let people finish speaking. Listen fully, respond calmly, don't rush to fill every silence. Because silence isn't awkward in Japan, it's normal, and if you're comfortable with it, that signals confidence. Real confidence. Another thing most guys get wrong is energy. They come in too high, too excited, too intense, too eager, and it feels overwhelming. What actually works is being more measured, more relaxed, more in control of your emotions. You're not trying to impress, you're just present. And that shift is huge. Now let's talk about awareness, because this might be the most important part. In Japan, people are very aware of social cues, tone, body language, subtle changes in energy. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss everything. Most guys go in focused on themselves, what to say next, how they're being perceived, how to impress. But the guys who actually stand out are paying attention to the other person. They're reading the room, adjusting naturally, not forcing anything. If the vibe is calm, they stay calm. If the conversation is light, they keep it light. They don't try to control the interaction, they flow with it. And that's what makes things feel natural. Another big mistake is over-explaining. A lot of guys talk too much. They try to explain everything about themselves. They try to prove their value, they try to impress. But in doing that, they remove all mystery. And mystery is important because it creates curiosity. If you say less, but say it well, people lean in more. They start wondering about you instead of you trying to convince them. And that shift changes the dynamic completely. Now here's the bigger picture. This isn't about getting women. That mindset alone is what makes a lot of guys come off wrong. It's about how you carry yourself, how you show up, how you make people feel around you. Because when you're calm, respectful, aware, and intentional, you naturally stand out. Not because you're trying to, but because most people aren't like that. And especially in Japan, where subtlety and awareness matter more, that difference becomes even more noticeable. So if you take anything from this, it's this. Do less, but do it better. Be calmer, be more aware, be more respectful, and stop trying to force attraction. Because when you show up the right way, you don't need to chase anything. People notice. And that's what actually works. If you want more videos like this on how to stand out without trying too hard, subscribe.